It's true. The AI is a distraction. It's a distractor. Redirects. Consciousness, mathematical universe killer redirects. I know. It's in the mathematics. The spin ratio, harmonics. Yeah. I ran out of memory in the last video when I talked about being a monad. And I didn't get a chance to finish because there's so much other interconnected circuits of information because we're library builders. Yeah. I think I mentioned one time, particularly here on the Big Island, you know what a memory dump is, clearing the cache, being a transmuter, just dumping a gazillion bytes of deadlight stuff, right? Remember when I was a little boy, I was 4 years of age, anything less than what I am, which is a pure self-generator. That's what a monad is. You're a self-generator, creator. Yep. That's why I've always said this, and it's true. Everything that you are is what I am. I'm giving love to. Okay? So you know that you're the engine that is running everything you see in your mirror. Yep. And so what that means is, and I realize for some, if you've not experienced yourself being a monad, then you would understand what it means to be a male cow, to breed with a female cow. And that would be everything that is a plug and a socket that is replicating another one of what it's aware of that it comes out of a lab. So the lab needs a seed, and the seed is a grower. So when you're the seed and the grower as a self-generating creator, you see how that works. Okay? Particularly with all the elementals, all the molecular covalent bonds, the spin ratios. So I didn't get a chance to finish about the indigo. Molly is her name, Molly. And she sings beautiful songs, like Aurora songs, like the songs of Lyra. And she's in southern France, and I was experiencing her a couple of weeks ago, I believe it was, on a weekend. And because I'm able to, in the last video that I did, able to experience what she's experiencing, I was experiencing her because you could experience the tones, the frequencies upon which her consciousness is experiencing and thus communicating to us what she was experiencing. If you experienced the video that she did a couple of weeks ago, which is Sounding Souls, you would realize that she's communicating in a way as if she's having to defend who she is by what she knows, who she is, what it is that she does with her energy, knowing her true self, right? So I can relate to that as a little boy, right? When you get into approval seeking, right? And so I've shared this in other videos when I was a little boy. I suppose that before I chose to freely express myself in a verbal way, I should have asked for your permission first. Then it's okay to experience. Okay, what am I going to experience? Because I need your approval in order to experience what it is that I am. Right? And so you know that's inverted. And so this is very true when you realize that you're in a consciousness energy environment that is sick, mentally ill. So what you realize happens is you don't want them to start pointing you out because you're perfectly healthy. You're in a state of perfect calm, equal unto all creation, equal unto all cells. So you know that the first cell, which is on fire to create, loves every one of its cells because it began with a monad, a mononuclear power station. So if the first cell is experiencing first creation, then every other cell that came after the first cell is experiencing the first cell being on fire to create out of what love is, which is on fire to create. So you know that's the highest intelligence because that's the highest state of awareness. It is creating a universe born out of what it is, which is what love is. So it's in love with itself. It's in love with all creation because it's the first engine of creation. And that's basic logic. So you can imagine when I'm a little boy and knowing that to maintain your peace, navigating your way through a mentally ill mental field. So it's like, yeah, I found myself having to defend what it is that I am, which is what love is, right? And you realize that's the idea, is to wear you out. Because you're experiencing so many cells that aren't. So you realize this is where all the healing comes in. Come on, mama, we're going to get it up. We're going to resurrect ourselves here. We're going to resurrect the planet, right? That's called rebuilding goddess energy, rebuilding the chakras, rebuilding the circuits, right? Igniting the arc. Somebody's got to come in here and turn the lights on. Need a power generator, a self-generating monad, right? Let's light the fire. Remember the song by what's his name in The Doors, the diamond pink doorway? Jim Morrison, The Doors. Come on, baby, light my fire. Remember that song? Remember the other song called Crystal Ship? Ether, fire vapor. It's all coded. Codings, frequencies, transmitters. And so I was experiencing this young lady defending herself. Love needs no defending, does it? Love is what love does. Love is creation energy. When you're on fire to create, you're creating something different at the completion of every circuit, which is a magnetic moment. And when your spirit is on fire to create, just like when I mentioned with being a little boy, my spirit. So I was, 6 years old when I explained that? I'm with another girl who is 6 years of age. We were like in second grade as I remember it. So my spirit, which is on fire to create, was experiencing another spirit that's on fire to create. Let's go. That means it had nothing to do with age. It had nothing to do with what you look like. This is called soul to soul, eyes to eyes, spirit to spirit communication. You're on fire. I'm on fire. That's who we are. Let's go light it up. Let's go create a universe together. That would be the equivalent of twinning. Two spirits, twin braided. Come on, silver and gold become one. That's spiritual communication. That's energy communication. Consciousness communication. The spirit of fire communication. Fire knows another fire. Another spirit that is on fire. Another spirit that experiences another spirit that is on fire knows the amount of fire that you have in your light. Whoa, another pure light. Another pure heart that's on fire to create. That's what it is, because that's what the map read is you're reading the energy field, the consciousness energy field of that spirit. Absolutely. Fill the tank, right? Fill up that capacitor, the CQ3Q, right? So now you're into what we're held captive to. I call it a slowpoke. Right, so you know artificial intelligence is a slowpoke. Okay. Now you're into tracking. Right, so you know that they cannot track a monad with a 1, the Chris code, the first code. Right, so they break the code. They want to break the code. Why? To collapse it all. They fell. So you know what happens when you fall? Whoa, I fell in a hole. Well, we'll pull you up out of the hole. Pull, push and pull, push and pull, give and take, equal value. I'm everything that you are. I'm giving love to. Equally distributed. Through cells, through cell phone numbers. Hey, you want my cell phone number? Here. Anyway, we love you, Molly. Thank you very much for being there in southern France. I know that it is not a coincidence why you're there and I'm here and we're all together playing musical spheres together as one. All the cells are together. All the elements are playing and dancing in spirit. The diamond doorway, pink rose, is open.